Good morning, y'all. It's been a little while since I have posted. A lot has gone on so far this year, so I'm going to fill all of y'all in on that. If you're new here, I'm Amanda Baity. I am the Director of Operations and the co-founder of Semper Canine Assistance Dogs. And this is our YouTube channel, Raising Baities, where we just share about our homesteading journey, our garden at Camp Semper Canine, where we run our nonprofit, and raising our children and all the things that go along with that. So I have just dropped my children off at school this morning, and I am on my way to the grocery store to buy milk for the first time in quite a while. So I'm gonna share that with y'all, but first I wanted to bring you along inside our grocery store. I know there's shortages across the country, and I thought it would be interesting to see how our store stacks up to your area. We are in Northern Virginia, just north of Marine Corps Base Quantico. We have moved this year. We moved in April to 5-acre homestead farm that we are developing in Gold Vein, Virginia, which is in Fauquier County, which is where our children have been going to school the last 4 years. So we've moved locations, and now we are in a smaller area than we were before. So there are not very many options for our grocery store, but fortunately they have the store that I am more comfortable shopping at. So let's get inside. One of the things I've been doing is preparing for the winter and possible food shortages. So I'm gonna give you some tips while I'm in here really fast on just some quick and easy things I do to help prepare our family for the winter. I'm not planning on doing a lot of in front of the camera talking while I'm in here because I don't want to look weird. Like I said, we're in a much smaller town, so this is not something that they would typically be used to seeing as people filming themselves talking in the grocery store. But I am going to show you some different things from the other side of the camera. So this is one of the things I normally buy. The price has gone up $1.50 in the past year. I buy this and I use it 3 times to make the feta pasta with the tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes, and whatever kind of pasta you want to add to it. But I make 3 with those because I do my recipe a little different. Maybe I can share that with y'all later, but this has definitely gone up a significant amount. So now we are in the produce section. A lot of the times our produce is kind of bare here, especially when there's something on sale. We do have a very limited amount of organic produce that we can pick from, and as you can see, it's typically bare right now too. And while there definitely is a noticeable difference on the amount of food available, there is still food available. Plenty of options, plenty of food. I have found at times that I'm having to substitute different variety or brand in my recipes, but that's about it. Okay, one of the things that are on sale this week are the Zatarain's rice. I do like to have a couple of these on hand just in case I need something quick, or they're great to go into your pantry or your cellar or your preparation area for getting ready for the fall and winter. And one of the things I have to do is look very closely on the ingredients because I'm allergic to MSG. And here it is right here, monosodium glutamate. But if you can eat these items, then these are a great option to have. And normally I will pick one that doesn't have the extra additives, and I will keep it for the family to eat. I'm the only one that has the allergy to MSG, so these are still great to have for everyone else. If you do not make your own gravies and you need a mix, this is a good deal. 2 for $1.50 a piece. I use these sometimes. 4 for $5 is a good savings as well. They also have chili 2 for $1. I use a lot of McCormick's mixes if I do use them because they don't have preservative and there's no MSG. Also, we have plenty of rice in our pantry, but anytime I see things that I don't have in stock that are buy one get one free, I always grab at least 2 on my shopping trips. I've been waiting for these to go back on sale. Normally they'll have them for 65 cents, and then I'll stock up. We're running low, so I may have to grab a few on my next trip if they are not on sale yet. Now this is a good deal. I do use a lot of beans when I'm making our chili, so I'll grab some of these. A lot of the times I'll use the store brand. Sometimes they're made by the same company. So if you use the Bush's brand or the name brand and you're seeing things that are on sale that you're using, you know, grab a few extra each shopping trip just so that you have it on hand. Here's something I'm typically getting every time I come in. Whatever type of dry bean is on sale, I am grabbing a pack. So we have pinto beans and great northern beans, both 2 for $1. These are normally $2.19. They're 50 cents a piece. These are normally $1.99 and they're 50 cents a piece. I have probably 15 bags of these vacuum sealed in my pantry down in my cellar. So this is always an easy thing to grab. That's a no-brainer. We're pretty stocked up on canned goods. I didn't do a lot of canning this garden season because we were in transition. We moved to a new house. I had a small garden. But anytime I see things on sale, I will grab them. I don't really see anything that's that good of a deal that I need to snatch up. And I will say these used to be 79 cents a can. Now they're $1.09. Okay, here's another thing that's nice to have. Yes, there are preservative in it. It's not a ton. I don't like tuna, but we have tuna on hand. My husband and my son eat tuna. But chicken, tuna, anything canned like this, especially these that are easy to throw in a emergency kit so that you have several meals right at your disposal. And when they're on sale, it just makes it really easy to grab just a couple to put into your pantry to have as an emergency meal. Now these are definitely not in my home, but that's still a good price if that's something that you prepare for your family, to have several on hand. And I'm always using tomatoes in almost everything I cook. The store brand is 69 cents though, so not that worried about stocking up, even though this is a good price. Again, hamburger helper, not something I'm having in my house, especially on a regular basis, but it is great to have a few for when I'm not available to cook dinner and my husband can quickly prepare something for the family if I don't have it in the crock pot or if I'm not able to do that. So I'm gonna grab a couple of these, the chicken fried rice and the hamburger helper, the crunchy taco, the cheesy enchilada, and the 4 cheese lasagna. Okay, when these are on sale, I typically grab several. I normally make mashed potatoes from scratch, but my husband really loves the instant mashed potatoes, and it's also great to have on hand. The regular mashed potatoes with no seasoning or flavor is 49 cents. That's a really great deal. So I'm going to make sure I have several of those just to make sure we have some in the pantry. And then they are 5 for $5. You don't have to buy 5 at this grocery store. You can just buy 1. So I'll grab a couple of the flavors that I know we like. Again, this is a great meal to have on hand if my husband needs to make something. For the family, this is something everyone will eat. I did want to quickly share this. We just harvested our meat chickens for the year, and our biggest one was 9 pounds, and it cost us way less than this and this to raise it. Okay, their evaporated milk is 10 for $10. I'm definitely going to grab a handful of those because I use those in a lot of my cooking, and it's also great to have in your pantry. And while these are not on sale, I do like to have just a couple on hand. I can easily make my own, but it's always great just to have a few for an easy breakfast. One of the things that are discouraging about this section, until recently they did not have a lot of cornmeal options. So I'm glad to see that they have some. I typically get mine in bulk from Nora Mill Granary in North Georgia because my uncle is the miller there, so I get my grits and my cornmeal directly from them. Also great items to have in your pantry if you see anything on sale. Not really anything that's super great price. I do need to grab some apple cider vinegar though for our animals. Okay, here we are in the bread section. So I want so badly to be able to just have it where I make my own bread and I don't have to worry about bread. But I'm not quite ready to only make bread. So I still have to rely on grocery store bread, and I'm typically looking for the sale items that's not the cheapest. Even the cheap bread that used to be $1 is no longer $1. Yeah, I easily spend $12 to $15 every 2 weeks on bread in the grocery store. I'm buying a better quality bread. We do use a lot of bread, and I want to make sure that until we can't afford it, that we're getting the best bread that we can, that I'm not making myself. I do make bread, I just am not to the point where I'm making all the bread that we need. I definitely am not ready to start making buns and rolls by myself. I'm making loaves right now, but that is a goal for 2021, that I get completely non-reliant on store-bought bread. That would be amazing if I can do that, and that's a goal that I'm working towards. So this is one of the sections that I'm typically grabbing peanut butter crackers for snacks at school. And they have been out of the Lance Toasty, which is the one that my kids love the best, but they have them in stock now. They do not have very many, but is it a better deal to get? Nope, it's a better deal to get this one. So this one it is. Okay, this is actually a really good price for me to make some beef jerky with, so I think I'm gonna grab this and make beef jerky tomorrow. I'll make a little bit. Let me see what else they have. I will tell you one thing I have not seen a lot of, aside from ribeyes, is the high quality. So that is, thought it might be a T-bone. You don't typically see any of those in this type of grocery store anymore. No filet mignons, no premium cuts. So we do not drink coffee in our house. We drink a lot of tea, but if this is your thing, they always have stuff on sale. Stock up. We also sell coffee at our Semper Canine shop. It's locally made by a veteran-owned company, if you're interested. So our tea that I buy has recently gone up. This used to be the normal price. A couple weeks ago they had it $1. It was 5 for $5, so I stocked up pretty well, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab 2. Like I said, since the price has gone up, Lipton and Louisiana have also recently gone up a little bit, but we buy the store brand and it works just as great. It tastes fine. We love it. So this is also another section of the store that's always semi-empty, always, and I think it goes across the board at every store that I've gone to. These used to be on sale 2 for $10. I never see them 2 for $10 anymore, but I do grab Gatorades for my oldest kids. And then I normally buy Capri Suns for my younger kids for their snacks, and I'm not seeing anything other than fruit punch, and they do not like the fruit punch. I would prefer to get the naturals ones if I can, or the 100% fruit ones if I can, but there's nothing. So, oh, what is this? Interesting. $1 a pack. The water at our home is from a well, and I also have a Berkey water purifier, but I typically grab a water every time I come to the grocery store just to put down in the cellar in the pantry so that we have drinking water that we don't have to worry about. If we have to leave because of a natural disaster or something like that, we can grab a couple of these and we know that we'll always have safe drinking water. So all of these things are typically on sale all the time. We're semi-stocked up on, I don't buy my grits at the grocery store, I buy them from my uncle's granary. I can share the link below on that. They sell so much more. They sell flour and stuff too, but pretty stocked up on flour right now. But if I see a good deal on some instant oatmeal, I will grab it, vacuum seal it, and put it in the cellar for long-term storage just to have emergency meals if we need them. Cereal, yet another thing that we spend way too much money on. Yeah. Haven't seen very many great cereal deals lately. Cereal is something we're trying to not use a lot and not be reliant on the grocery store for, but it is very hard when it's such a convenience meal. So we are typically trying to buy the most healthy cereal, but that doesn't always work out when you have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old that loves cereal too. Even though we make our own pizza, I do like to have some frozen pizzas available for quick meal. These are a favorite, and they're 10 for $10, so I'm going to stock up and get 10 of these. So for non-homemade pizza options, we typically like the DiGiorno rising crust or stuffed crust, and it is on sale. It's not a huge savings, 60 cents off, but we don't have any more, so I need to grab at least one or two to have in the freezer as a backup meal. These tombstones are actually a better deal, but as far as money goes, but I think these pizzas are bigger. So this is one that we typically like. So we have half cheese, half pepperoni. So we'll get at least one of these. Okay, here we are. What I came here to buy, milk. Price has gone up. It used to be $2.79 about a year ago. I'm gonna go ahead and grab 2 because I don't pick up my milk until Thursday. So definitely need to start figuring out how to make our own yogurt with the milk that we get from our herd share. I'll share more about that later. You can see there's a whole section down here that's completely empty. So when I get down there, we'll see what it is. It looks like canned biscuits and stuff like that. Actually, I thought this was the canned biscuit section. It is the egg section. There are no eggs. I didn't realize there was an egg shortage. We haven't bought eggs in years because we have chickens. Only time I've bought eggs has been for when I'm planting tomatoes in my garden in the spring and I need an excess of eggs, but this is kind of wild. Even though I've been making my own butter with the raw milk that we're getting from our herd share, this is 2 for $6. This is a pretty good savings, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some because I like to cook, and it's always great to have extra butter. I can can it or freeze it or whatever I want to do if I have excess. Okay, so I came in for milk and I'm leaving with all of this. Okay, y'all, so I got my milk that I came for, and I can share more about our herd share. We've been doing that for several months now. We get 2 gallons of raw milk a month. I pick them up on Thursdays, and I will separate the cream and make whipped cream. I'll save it for soups. I'll save the cream for soups. I'll make butter. We haven't done any mozzarella or yogurt or anything like that yet, because we're just trying to see about how many gallons of raw milk per week we need in our herd share to consume. We have a herd share with a local farm where we've purchased shares of the herd, and I can do a whole video explaining that if there's interest. But each week we go pick up 2 gallons. If we need more, I can purchase more. The average cost is about $5 per gallon of raw milk, which is considerably more than what we're paying in the grocery store. But as you just saw, the price is $3.09. It used to be $2.79 less than a year ago. So the rates are slowly creeping up. I was talking to one of the ladies that worked in the meat department. She lives over in the county we used to live in, and she was just chit-chatting with the difference between different grocery stores and the different costs there from one grocery store, the same chain, to the next town over, the same chain, and what the cost differences are. And I was kind of shocked at that whole chicken. We just processed our chickens, not our last set of meat birds, but our 3rd set of meat birds for the year. And some of ours were almost 10 pounds, and it cost us about $7 per bird, even for the smaller pound ones. So that was a huge price difference. Larger bird, less price. We know they were humanely treated and cared for, and humanely processed, and also what food they ate. Anyway, so that'll be the end of this video. I'm gonna do a wrap-up video of our year so far, and I'm gonna start posting more content because I have not been in a good space trying to get us moved with school starting back, a wild summer, and I'll share all the things with y'all if you're interested. And I have been documenting it, I just haven't been uploading and sharing it. So may do like a recap video of what's been going on since our last post and share that with y'all. And if you're interested in learning more about the herd share, I can totally do that. If you're interested in learning about my cellar and what I have down in the cellar and what things I've been preserving and keeping and stocking in case there is a supply chain breakdown. You know, I'm not going to be hoarding things or panic buying. I am a little nervous about if we are going to be able to afford groceries in the next year. I'm nervous about if we're actually going to have groceries to purchase in the next year, if we have the money to purchase those items. So I am trying to prepare with staple items that I know we will use, not things that I'm panic buying that are going to just sit and go to waste. Things I know that we are going to use when they're on sale, I'm purchasing a few extra. So I'm not stockpiling things all at one time. That doesn't hurt my budget. It also helps have a little bit more security as far as meals I can prepare for my family so that I know we're not going to go hungry, and having extra for friends and family who aren't as prepared. But anyway, thank y'all for joining me in the grocery store. I hope y'all were able to hear me pretty well, and I will be updating y'all more regularly. So thanks y'all. Have a great day.